Hey guys, this is Nurse Jazzy back at you with another one. For those of you who don't know, I am new to YouTube and I am an RN nursing student, and the class that I'm currently in is Capstone. So I thought, why don't I make a video of Med Surg? Med Surg was such a pain, but guess what? I got through it, and I'm thankful that I got through it, and I got through it successfully. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips on Med Surg. Med Surg is like health assessment on steroids. And I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, everything comes back to health assessment. You know, I'm learning that health assessment. I'm glad that I did good in health assessment, but yeah, everything comes back to health assessment. My teacher used to tell me that all the time, and she was right. So, Med Surg. Pay attention in this class. And if you guys see me looking down, I'm reading my notes. So, bear with me. I'm still new to YouTube, so be nice. Okay. Please pay attention in this class. I cannot stress to you how important it is to pay attention. Like, so important. Med Surg, you're going to need Med Surg for the NCLEX. It's definitely going to be Med Surg on the NCLEX, and your exit HESI. Like, pay attention in this class. Okay. Record your teacher's lectures. I can't tell you how much that has helped me in Med Surg. Like, just to record my teacher's lectures. Of course, I would read the book, take notes, read the PowerPoints. But her lectures were amazing. To be honest, I really didn't read the PowerPoints in that class. I paid attention to the book. I read the book. And I used the workbook to the Med Surg book. Let me show you guys the Med Surg book of what it looks like. It's so heavy. Okay, so this is the Med Surg book that I use. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Really good book. So how I studied was I read the book, but you guys know, like, sometimes reading the book is a lot of fluff, a lot of stuff that you read but you really don't need to know. But like, yeah, so I'm gonna just like look in here and see if I can give you guys an example of how I studied. Okay, now anything that is in the book that has these boxes right here are very important. I can't even hold this book up, guys. It's so heavy. Yeah, anything in these little like salmon colored boxes are very important. Pay close attention to these boxes. Anything that's in bold, italic, or it just stands out, pay attention to it, because it's standing out for a reason. The person who wrote this book kind of wanted it to stand out, to say, hey, this is important, pay extra attention to this. So yeah, anything in these boxes, pay attention to. It's important. Okay, so that's how I did that. I also would like highlight things, and I use different highlight colors for different reasons. Like these highlighted colors, anything that was in pink was important. The other colors, I just did the other colors because I liked it, but like this is a good example. Is the things that I had in pink was important, so it just kind of gave me an idea when I was studying to, hey, pay attention because this is important, this sticks out. So that's what I did with that. Hang on, drop my paper. I also use this workbook. This workbook goes along with the Med Surg book, and it is amazing. After you read your chapter, go into this book to the same chapter, and this book will kind of test your knowledge to see if you comprehended what you read and you have a full understanding of what you read. And these questions in this book is like critical thinking questions, nursing questions. So it also, you know, lets you practice the nursing critical thinking questions. And for those of you who are not nursing students and don't know what I'm talking about when I say critical thinking questions, a lot of the nursing questions, two of the questions in the answer, well, not the question, you'll have a question and then the answers that you have, it will be two answers that are correct, but you have to pick which one's the most correct. So that's what I mean by that. What else? Take notes in class. My teacher would do lecture and she would emphasize on certain things like, know this, or this is really important, or, you know, something like that. Every teacher is different, and as you go along with the teacher throughout the class and realize how she does her lectures, you'll kind of understand of what sticks out and to pay close attention and to mark like stars or something in your notes to let you know that it was important. Ask questions is another huge one. Ask questions, guys. If you don't understand something, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's what your teacher is there for. Your teacher will not get upset if you raise your hand and ask a question. Like, we're nursing students, guys, and we don't know everything. You know, we're there to learn. So if you don't know, raise your hand and ask and get a full understanding of whatever you just wasn't like sure about. Okay? When I studied, I read the book. Like I told you guys, I did not really read my PowerPoints that much in this class. Normally I did, like in other classes, fundamentals, farm, health assessment, I read the PowerPoints, but this class, I really like dug into that book. And I'm not saying with the other classes that I didn't open my book, but I paid more attention to the PowerPoints in the other classes. But in Med Surg, this particular class, I really dug into the book because the book had a lot of good information. The workbook was great. And yeah, I loved it. When I studied, I did not study to memorize. I studied to understand the concept. Because here's the thing. If you memorize, you're going to forget. Like, you can't keep everything in this little noggin, you know? You need to study to understand. And if you understand it, you'll be able to explain it. So how I studied, I would like talk it through. I know my husband probably thought I was crazy when he heard me talking to myself, but hey, anything that I needed to do to get through this nursing school experience, I was gonna do it, okay? So I talked through, talked it out, and just to make sure that I knew that I understood the concept. I also wanted to share with you guys this book. This book is amazing. Like, I wish I would have looked at this book more, like even throughout health assessment. But, and you know what? My health assessment teacher, she's actually now the dean, and she told me about this book, and like I looked it over, but I really didn't like dig in. But I really wish I would have. This book would have helped me so much. This book is like the meat and potatoes of what's in your book in class, whatever book that may be, whether it's Med Surg, fundamentals. I mean, this book is amazing. It has like, and it breaks it down, and it's not like information overload. It has the information in it that you need. It's like the meat and potatoes, just like I said before. It's amazing, guys. Please, if you have this book, if your school gave you this book, please, please, please read it. If you're working on the endocrine system in class, go to the endocrine in this book, and it breaks down all the disease processes in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but oh my gosh, it's amazing. Amazing. I love it. So guys, I am going to end this video. Please subscribe, like this video, guys. I'm new to YouTube, so I need to build my subscribers up and my likes. So please, if you have any questions, leave a question down below and I will answer it for you. Okay, bye guys.